Creature Preacher here, with one of the strangest Bigfoot stories I have ever heard. I'm reading it from the files of the Gulf Coast Bigfoot Research Organization. Some names have been redacted. First, let me say this is not a hoax or a lie. I'm a 43-year-old grandmother. I wouldn't have any reason to make up stories. I have submitted this report, and either they think that I'm lying or just plain don't know what to do with it. XX was the investigator that talked to me for close to 3 hours. The main reason I submitted the report was because I was curious to know if any other more recent reports would come back after reading my report, and hopefully some of the other people that used to go to the rock crusher with us would add their own reports of the sightings. I'm sending an attachment, which is some maps of rock crusher, a site where you can see the rock crusher when they first started mining it way back in 1955. Another site where you can see what the rock crusher looks like today as an RV park, and a hand-drawn map of the way rock crusher used to look back in 1969 and 72 when we used to go there. In 1971 and 72, they closed the rock crusher down, put a chain-link fence around it, and turned it into a satellite station. They even tried to close the roads that ran beside the rock crusher to the ravines. The ravine had a lot of caves, and many people were afraid to explore them because they believed something lived in them. I was a teenager when we used to go there and camp and party because no one bothered you. No one complained about loud music, loud talking, etc. We would go there almost every weekend. Out of all the times we were at the rock crusher, we've only seen the police there once, and the police told us some strange stuff. This would be the second-hand information, but I'd be willing to explain it all in a phone conversation. The first year we went there, I'd never even heard of Bigfoot. We called them the blue-eyed thump-thumps because the first thing we noticed was the blue eyes that reflect the moonlight or headlights. And later, after we gathered wood for a campfire, we heard something walking and it made a thumping sound because of its weight, I suppose. It was a year later, late 70, early 71, that all the newspapers started printing stories of Bigfoot sightings in the Florida area. We had seen the eyes and heard the thumping, walking the very first time we went there. Every time we were there, we noticed eyes watching us, just watching us, like Bigfoot was curious about us. We never felt threatened or scared. One was as close to us as 30 feet, and it just hid behind a large rock and watched us. Most of the time we were there, we just had flashlights and campfire for light. Most of the sightings were seeing the reflection of the eyes in dark, moving, shadowy type shapes. But on 2 occasions, we brought spotlights, the kind you plug into a cigarette lighter of a car. The first clear sighting was about 6 months of going there, but we were spotlighting the lake and we heard rocks falling or being thrown behind us. Scotty flashed the spotlight on the limestone wall and there was a huge, hairy creature climbing to the top.